off YouTube. I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I know I'm a little weird. I hope you guys are weird with me. But don't get too weird. But no, we all like weird. Weird's a good thing. But again, smok G150. I tried this once and I epically failed somehow. Like I deleted the recording. I don't know what happened. But this is a smok G150 kit. I'm not going to break it down the same way I did before, unfortunately, because that's a lot of work. But no. Should I do it? Ah, screw it. I'll do it. So I'm going to do, this is your tank. This is the Big Baby Beast tank. It just unscrews like this. It's a simple 510 connection. It's press fit. And then it is 150 watts with temp control. Real easy device to use. You set your wattage like this. This one is currently at 55 watts, and this would be the resistance of your coil. This is what it says when there's no coil. It says no coil. It's really, really, really not rocket science. If this is rocket science, we need to figure something out. But we're going to hit 1, 2, 3. We'll take you into your menu setting and yada, yada, yada. But I'm not going to do all that at the moment. I'm going to simply show you how to change the coil. This is actually going to currently, this is the top. This is your drip tip. This will actually pull right off. This will actually unscrew directly at the base. Come off, my little friend. Yes, that will sit there. Now I am going to grab our trusty paper towels because everything is a messy. Is it messy? It doesn't like, is it messy? Oh no, I'm out of paper towels. What do we do? I must go to store. So this is the paper towels, and this, I'm just going to do a quick breakdown. This is the glass on the tank. Luckily, this one was pretty empty. I didn't have to worry about it. So the glass comes right off, so if you ever need to change your glass, you want to take time to make sure you wipe this all down. So I watch a lot of YouTube videos out there on how to change a coil, and I want to scream every time I watch because 9 times out of 10 they're wrong. Everybody will tell you different ways. There's one where you soak the coil. They'll tell you to put juice on the outside of the coil. You don't want to do that. The reason being you don't want to do that is because it creates air bubbles inside the center of the coil. As it creates the air bubble, it traps juice on each side. It'll create an air bubble. The air bubble will heat up, and when the air bubble pops, you burn a hole directly through your cotton, and you'll get leaking issues and so forth. I know I'm going to get a lot of feedback on that with a lot of people. I'm going to make mad about that. But I am going to tell you the proper way, and not the YouTube way, to change your coil. I've been doing this a little bit, I would consider a long time. I've been vaping for, I don't know, a few years. Actually, more than a few years, like 5 years, I think. 5 or more. I think it's been 5 or more years. Currently work at a vape shop, which is pretty cool. A lot of people think, that's your dream job. We all need to work at the vape shop. So all I did is I unscrewed the coil from the base. I don't know if you guys caught that because I'm talking and doing the things at the same time. So this is the base of the tank. The coil was screwed in here. I'm going to unscrew it. But this is the absolute easiest but yet hardest part you can possibly do. This is her replacement coil. So this is the coil itself. So as you see, this is the cotton on the top and this is the cotton on the sides. I'm going to repeat. Do not, absolutely do not put juice on the side of the cotton. What you really want to do is so what you really want to do is you're going to unscrew this and this. And it's interesting because this isn't even a juice I carry, so that means she cheated on me. So now I got to use juice that I don't even carry the primer coil. So what you want to do is you're going to put juice directly in the center of the coil. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of putting it on that lid of the coil. Then I'm going to rotate the coil. As you rotate the coil, you're going to use these outside windows as indicator windows. I don't know how well my camera is, but as you see, Can you see how it's starting to saturate through a little bit on each side? That's what we're looking for. We're going to wait for those to completely saturate. Need a little bit more juice. See how the inside's a little bit low? Again, leaving it on an angle. Putting juice directly in the center of the coil. As you see, I'm not getting a juice on my fingertips. Everybody's like, that's so messy. There's no juice on my fingertips. Everything's nice and clean. Because it's really not that messy. I will have juice on my fingertips probably by the end, but that's what washing your hands is for. So I'm just going to continue rotating the coil. As you see, it's starting to, it's almost there. It's not quite there yet, so we need a little bit more juice. He wants to put the juice in the hole, and he's going to be all happy, and we's going to vape it. He's going to vape it real nice like, because we're putting the juice in the hole. So we're still rotating the coil. Blah, 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 blah. So this is probably the weirdest part. So the juice is in the hole. So we got the juice in the hole. You see how it's kind of starting to like puddle over right there, where it's not going to take any more juice. You can kind of see how it's like glossy. But you see how this coil right here, I don't know if you can see in the video, how it's no longer white. You can tell it's saturated. You can tell it's wet. That's what we're looking for in all of the holes. I did not put juice on the outside of the coil. You guys just watched. So that's basically what we're looking for. So we got a little bit of excess juice sitting right down the hole. Look in the hole, there's some excess juice down there. So we're going to take that out. So the easiest way to do that is just tap it on a paper towel. I don't know if you can see. You're just going to tap it on a paper towel, and then you're just going to blow it. Yeah, I said blow it for all you PG people. So that's there. Now we're going to take the base of the coil. We're going to put the coil back into the base of the big baby beast. And we're going to take the glass. Everybody's like, let's put the glass on this side, so then we can put the top on this side. That doesn't work. You're going to fumble it. It's going to make a bunch of weird stuff. The best way to do it is we're going to actually put the glass back on the top where the chimney is, where it says smok, so then it looks like that. Unfortunately, this thing is still very dirty, and I should have probably cleaned it, but I will clean it next time. So this will actually screw on just like so now. You see the glass isn't moving, it's holding in place. That's the best way to change your coil. I've seen thousands of different ways to prime your coil and change your coil, but this is the right way to change it. The reason being is because you don't need to let it soak. You don't need to do anything. It's a brand new coil. These are the coils we're using. They're made by smok. They're the 0.4 ohm coils. It's really easy. They're the Q2s. Real simple. Now this just screws right back on here. Now this is going to be your hardest part. Now everything's back together. I'm going to hit the fire button. It's going to say new coil, old coil. You want to hit new coil. It's not going to do it anymore. I hope we didn't miss that. So it said new coil, old coil. You always want to select new coil because the way the mod reads, it's just simple. Then what I'm going to do is, this is the juice. We just fill it to the side. We don't put it directly down this center hole. You see the center hole? And then we put it down this side. And we're just going to go. Oh, child, it looks about to fulfill. Here we go. Oh, no, yes. And then we're just going to squeeze it shut. And that's done. And then you're going to do a quick purge, just in case there's a little extra juice still inside the coil. Open up the airflow. We're done. Now you can just vape away.